Speak your mind. Too much sand in the air and old things lying about to ever get this place clean. Ah, with the Jotun and the kobolds, we just haven't had time to burn them out. Fine work you've done. Sworn to war.
Rotting hell, the sun is...
You did it! He came! I swear there's nothing he doesn't know. Things he does with a flick of the wrist turn me into a bellowing troll. Here, standing before me. Am I dreaming? I think he will, but ask him yourself.
You have the Master's tallow? Then let's begin. Lords of Iron and Fire, it's good to be back at the forge. Brace yourselves now.
Nothing worse than sand inside your armor.
Behold, Haldebeer's blade, strong and whole. As you made this possible, I insist that you take it. A hero deserves a hero's sword. Now, if you're done gawking, I have a clumsy oaf of an apprentice to train. I swore I'd never take another student, but for you and Gavroche here, I'd make an exception. The boy's green as a new blade of grass, but he's got an eye and an arm. He'll learn yet. My work here won't keep me from it. I shall never tire of its open sky or those great red rocks. The furnace fire, the hammer ringing. It's not bad to be back.
He's gruffer than Master Braskin, but he hasn't struck me yet. Just imagine, me, apprenticed to the hermit smith.
We stand by our Castellan, down to the last pledge.
Pecky's the quartermaster here. She's got everything.
Yes? Yes, we're a bit of an island to ourselves out here. I'll admit, it's good to have a master blacksmith on premises. He's a bit haughty, though, if you ask me. Just stood there, smile on his face, while Effia raged on about his shoddy work. I guess he's glad to have a master again. Anything you need's found in the smithy. You've got Heki for most things, and Gavroche for mending, and now Effia as armorer. All right now.
Just dents and scars. That's the iron.
Need a new weapon? That's me. Need it repaired? Blacksmith's over there. This new one will do. He's not too soft on Gavroche, and his work is admirable. Yes, that's me. Stock up now before you head into the wilds. See our blessed apprentice over there if you've gear in need of mending.
Yes?
The Firstsworn are more than just warriors, you know. We have a history full of heroes and great deeds. But I'm sure you've heard the old tales of the Firstsworn. Everyone has. Cerwyn was Aegon's daughter, and the only person who surpassed him in armed combat. She died by treachery. So we swear upon her blood, which should never have been spilt. Aemon taught his son Aegon the secrets of fighting Niskaru, and of crafting war-sworn arms and armor. There was some kind of magic in it, though magic was unknown to humans then. Our founders were no mercenaries. They were great heroes who slayed Niskaru and battled evil mages. Eamon, Aegon, Caerwyn, all the Firstsworn champions right until the Second Oath. If this place looks like a bit of a scholar's archive, it's because it is. Ironfast has changed little since Caerwyn herself had it built. I have a sister in the Scholar Arcana. You could say that her love of old and wondrous things took a different turn than mine. Caerwyn had been dead nearly 70 years, and the last Niskaru had gone from the Western Feylands. It was a time of crisis for the Order. Find a purpose, or fade away. Then Balagar stood forth and pledged us to honorable work. He made us what we are today, mercenaries. Up in Helmgard Keep, they'll tell you we're just fighters in fine armor. But it's not true. We bear the legacy of the Firstsworn. We still swear our oaths in their names. Some call him the last hero. Others, the first sellsword. Say what you like, he saved our order from the brink of irrelevance. Balagar had a clear vision of our future. Honorable work fighting for hire. As for our past, it went to the chronicler Dorian, so it would not be forgotten. First runaire or chronicler of the Warsworn, he wrote histories and tales of the Firstsworn. Though it is said he left some things untold, secrets kept for the Warsworn only. Eamon hailed from the west, but it was in Detir that he became sworn to war.
I'm sorry for the way I left Ironfast. The last time I saw my mother was the day she set off for these ruins. She came here and never returned. I thought maybe... But we must be going. Records speak of a sacred passage that leads to the forge. They say he came to this place a prince and left it sworn to war. How he entered the passage, what he learned there, none but he know. When I was young, my father touched the hilt of a chaos-cursed dagger. The magic within disfigured and diseased him. My mother spent the rest of her life in search of a remedy. She felt sure some wisdom from the Warsworn's past could cure him. We had fought chaos, after all. So she delved into our past, searched everywhere, until she came here. It's said that the way from the sacred passage to the forge opened only for Eamon, and at its end, he learned the secrets of the Firstsworn. It's also said to have closed and sealed the day that he died. Yes, to reach the ancient forge, you must go through a sacred passage. Of course, I can't be certain. No one but Eamon himself has ever walked those halls. Lead on, Oathblade. We mustn't stop. mustn't stop. We'll know it when we see it, I hope. Mother. Oh, there you are. She was so close. Look, that must be the sacred passage there. All right, let's do this. If we must go, let us go. There's no hope. We've come all this way. For what? You and I are not Eamon. How can we ever hope to pass through that? Yes, but it can't be done. Try for yourself. Ancient magic bars the way.
Only those foreseen may enter here. Fate bars this path, and none may alter fate.
Did you open that door? I came too, and it was sealed shut, and... What happened back there? It was all a blur, and then you were gone. Never mind. No time. It was all a blur, and then you were gone. Never mind.
Approach, mortal. The hammer must be remade. The hammer. To the forge. You will know the way. The wisdom is within you.
It was all a blur, and then you were gone. No time. So this is it. The forge room of the Firstsworn. With Thoru. Look at it, how it shines. This is a weapon of legend. Held in Aegon's hands, it felled Niskaru by the score. But now we have our own legends to make. The Niskaru Lord Kamazondu is imprisoned in Cloudcrest Mountain in the Hollowlands. As Beeson weaves his spell, something called the Niskaru Lord's Crown will emerge. Are you listening? It is not truly a crown, but emanations of the Niskaru Lord itself, as it emerges from the mountain. It cannot escape all at once, so if we can injure these first projections with the Mystic Hammer, we can close the door Beeson seeks to open. Cloudcrest Mountain looks over the southern Hollowlands, west of here. I will go to Ironfast Keep for reinforcements and meet you there. He plans to free a Niskaru Lord, and we hope to stop him. Mitharu help us. In the end, he but dreamed a nightmare. But Beeson might make the nightmare real. They both suffered and died because the knowledge and memory of our order was squandered and lost. I will not forget that. But I can be content that their deaths were not in vain either. A Niskaru Lord is an immense being of pure chaos. Kamazondu's nature is that of great cunning and persuasion. Be wary and believe nothing it says. The first emanations of the Niskaru Lord, emerging from, if I read correctly, the mountain itself. That's the first stage of the spell. Let's not find out what happens after that. It worked before when Aegon fought Farlong. Let's hope that it works for you. Yes, it lies south along the Hollowlands. I will be there with reinforcements. Make yourself ready. This will be a trial like none you've known. To the mountain then, and our final task. We will meet at Cloudcrest Mountain.
Gwyn was just here. She set off in a rush. I thought you were supposed to meet her.
You're wondering about that Barghest head over there. Talk to Adrith if you've a completed contract.
Hello, stranger. Welcome to Ironfast.
Heard of the big fight?
Talk to Adrith if you've a completed...
Too much sand in the air and old things lying about to ever... All right now.
I've got weapons and armor for sale. Only the finest.
That's a remarkable sword I gave you. Treat it well.